Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is CC Titans fan here, and I'm here to talk about my experience last night at WrestleMania 26. It was an amazing experience for the first time. I had such a great time last night with my dad. We arrived yesterday at the stadium about 11:30. Luckily the traffic wasn't too bad, but walking up to the stadium was just like the place was so nice, and you know, it sucked. The only one of the second parts was you had to pay $20 for parking. But other than that, I didn't care. I was just so happy to be there. I waited 21 years to go to WrestleMania. I finally got to go. You know, I got some merchandise yesterday. I got WrestleMania 26 program. It was $20. It was a really cool looking pair of Bret Hart sunglasses for 10 and Bret and Hart shirt for $20. 1:30, we all got to go into the stadium, and then we went to our seats, which was in section 412. When we got inside, and we were like, it was like a cavern. It was so nice inside. And then when we got to our seats, and then we looked at that structure, it was really neat. And then the show, it started at 3:30. Me and my dad went in there at about 2:30. And we kicked back a little bit. He took a nap. We looked around to see. I was just in awe. The crowd was rocking throughout the whole night, and the show started with a 26-man battle royal. It was pretty cool. From where we were sitting, there was not a bad seat in the whole house. No matter if you were in the front row or up at the very top of the stadium, there was not a bad seat in the whole house. That was the coolest part. You got a great view no matter where you were sitting. And security were a bunch of pricks. We got to sit up, near a lighting area, but it was still a good spot. I enjoyed a lot of the matches. I loved Undertaker Shawn Michaels. I thought that match was amazing. Looks like this was HBK's last match, but at least if it was his final match, at least I got to see it live. Thank you, Shawn Michaels, for being probably the best performer in the history of wrestling. Bret Hart, he's my favorite wrestler of all time, but HBK, when it comes to sheer performance, to me, he's the best ever. Him and Undertaker put out such a great effort. I like to thank them for that. I was Jack Swagger winning Money in the Bank. That really came out of nowhere, but it is cool that they let him win because that's what Money in the Bank's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a breakthrough match for a young guy like Swagger. Even though I really wanted Christian win, I don't mind Jack Swagger winning this match. But I definitely think when he cashes in, he ain't gonna win the more titles. He still need to put more build in him. Even though I really have high hopes for the guy. Chris Jericho and Edge, I enjoyed the match. The crowd was kind of a little dead most of the match, but they got into it later on in the match. I'm so glad Chris Jericho retained the World Heavyweight title. I predicted Edge was going to win, but Jericho won. I was very happy that he won. Edge hit the spirit of the barricade. That was pretty cool. Batista, John Cena, the crowd was red hot for that match. I thought that was live. It was really good. I really enjoyed watching that match. I mean, I'm surprised Cena. I was very surprised that Cena kicked out when he went to the top and he did the SummerSlam 2008 spot. Because I figured that was going to be it, but then he kicked out of that. But the crowd was just electric for that match. It was amazing. We had a guy sitting right behind us, a Mexican guy. He was real funny. He made most of the night fun with his really funny comments. He was real fun. I like to think of that. He was really funny. The tag match, should have got a bit more time. Same thing with Punk and Mysterio. I thought that match should have got more time. Those matches were too short, but I understand. The card was pretty stacked. The Divas match was a typical Divas match. Vicky Guerrero, I understand she did a tribute, to Eddie Guerrero because he's buried here in Scottsdale, Arizona. But that was the worst looking splash I ever seen in my entire life. Really. I thought the segment with Santino Marella saying that calling Slim Jim Slim James, it was pretty funny every time he bit into a Slim Jim. First time Mae Young popped up, then Mean Gene popped up. I cracked up for that, and then Melina popped up. Like they say, the third time's a charm for everything. But other than that, I had an amazing time at WrestleMania last night. I didn't want the night to end. I had so much fun. I hope everybody had a great time, especially guys like Instant Classic and True Slayer, Sea Dude, MB, Monoxide. Gilbert, Master Guru, Black Cat Beeline, among many others. I had an amazing time. I've made my decision that, I said that I want to go to Atlanta next year. I am planning to go next year, and I hope, I get to see most of you there. It sucked I didn't get to go to Ring of Honor because I had to work, but I really wanted to, I heard it got good reviews, and I really wanted to go check it out, but I had to work. I heard Dragon Gate, wasn't that good, but I wanted to check that out too. But you know what? All that mattered was I had an amazing experience. I hope everybody did. I can't wait to go to Atlanta next year. Thank you, WWE and University of Phoenix for an amazing night. Thank you, Shawn Michaels, for such a great career. It looks like you are going to retire, but you know what? I'm going to miss you. To me, you are the greatest performer ever. I'm glad I got to see you wrestle your last match. Thank you, Sean. This is CC Titans fan signing out.